Good morning, I'm Lisa, and welcome to my channel. I hope you will love my daily sharing vlog. Your body's pretty amazing. As in a given point, you have many biological processes going on, and especially in that, we got brains and nervous system and more. We'll learn more about the brain and central nervous systems. Please subscribe to my channel for more amazing sharing videos. Bruce Willis says aphasia. What is it and what causes it? Afterwards, Willis, 67, is stepping away from his career in offensive TV after being diagnosed with aphasia. His family announced March 2030s in 2022. In a message posted on Instagram, his daughter Roma Willis says that the condition was impacting his cognitive ability. Sweaty Karim's actors of aphasia reaches library, at Boston University explain what aphasia is and now as impairs with communications of those with the condition. Aphasia is the communication disorder that affects someone's ability to speak and understand speech. It also impacts how they understand written word and their ability to read and write. Is it very important to note that aphasia can take a different homes. Someone with aphasias only have difficulty understanding language as a result of damage to the temporal lobe, which governs how sound and language are processed in the brain. Others may only truly be speaking, indicating damage to the frontal lobe, a loss of both speaking and comprehension of language good. What causes aphasia? In most cases, aphasia results from a stroke or hemorrhage in the brain. It can also be caused by damage to the brain from impact injuries such as car accident. Brain tumor can also result in aphasia. There is also separate from the condition called primary progressive aphasias. They start off with mild symptoms that get worse over time. The medical community doesn't know the causes of primary progressive aphasia. We know that it affects the brain's sessions in the They started with the mild symptoms, but gets worse over time. The medical community doesn't know what causes primary progressive aphasia. We know that it affects the same brain's region as increase. How many people does it affect? Aphasia is formerly quite common. Approximately 1/3 of the stroke of survivors have it. In the U.S., around 2 million people have aphasia and around 225,000 in America. Aphasia is undoubtedly quite common. Approximately over 1/3 of all stroke survivors have it. In the US, around 2 million years ago. There's no gender difference in terms of who has aphasia, but people have higher risk of stroke, so these with cardiovascular disabled. There will be a huge drop in their ability to speak and communicate. With primary progressive aphasia, it is harder to diagnose, unlike the case of stroke, the ones that will be very mild at first. We'll slowly forget the name of people or of subjects. Similarly, it's difficult in understanding. What is the prognosis in both form of aphasia? People with aphasia resulting from stroke or hemorrhage will recover over time. How fast and how much depends on the extent of damage to the brain and what therapy we receive. Primary progressive aphasia is degenerative, meaning the patient would deteriorate over. But although the rate of constant deterioration can be very slow, are you in need treatment? They're encouraged. Think that you're paying. Are there any treatments The encouraging thing is that aphasia is treatable and non-progressive from considerable time will result in recovery of speech and understanding. One-on-one repetition exercise can help those with the condition gain speech, but the road can be long and it depends on the extent of novel. But the clinic evidence is ambiguous. Habitations can help stroke. With primary progressive aphasia, symptoms of the speech and language decline would get worse over time, but the clinical evidence is ambiguous. Rehabilitations can help stroke survivor begin speech, and clinical trials of certain types of drugs are underway, but are in the early stages. Steve Swathy is a professor of rehabilitation at Boston University. She is an expert in bilingual aphasis rehabilitation, structural neuroimaging, lifestyle recovery, and balancing and naming.